Xbox's new handheld console, it's going to change gaming forever. It's going to change console gaming. I think PlayStation is going that way. I think Xbox is going that way. Nintendo has already gone that way and really in a lot of ways has led the industry with the Nintendo Switch and has absolutely crushed it in sales. And why? The reason is because we have more options, more gaming options than ever before, and being able to play those games wherever we want, whenever we want is just a huge ideal selling point. I don't think anything else comes close to meeting that. And so I think Xbox's new handheld console is going to crush it. Now, you might be saying to yourself, wait a minute, Xbox has not yet announced a handheld, have they? Well, no, not officially, but one is coming. Take that to the bank. There's no question in my mind. This is an article from a few days ago over at The Verge. Xbox boss, I think we should have a handheld too. Beyond that, he's been talking about what would a handheld need. One of the things that he really focused on is local gameplay, and I agree with him. We're going to get in on that. We're going to get into that in a moment. We also know based on leaks that both PlayStation and Xbox are looking at handheld style devices. Xbox has partnered with the ROG Ally, which is here on screen. Also, I've got one here with me in person. And so one is coming. I think it's going to be game changing. I don't think it's going to be the main console. I think it's just going to be an option. I think it's going to be an option device. I think it's a smart option device. It's an option device that I absolutely 100% would purchase. So let's head over to tomsguide.com. This is Tony Polanco. He actually did 5 things. He wrote this article, 5 things he wants to see in a potential handheld Xbox handheld system. Let's go through it. Let's talk about it because I myself have been experimenting with handhelds. And here's the device. First of all, I have a Nintendo Switch. I didn't bring my Nintendo Switch down with me, but I've got the PlayStation Portal right here. It does some things right. It does some things that I really like. And then we've got the ROG Ally right here, and it does some things correctly. None of them are perfect, though. I do agree with Phil Spencer right off the bat here. Just get this out of the way. Whatever the Xbox device is, it does need to have the ability to play locally. I think one of the weaknesses, this is a great device. It's just streams. There's no hardware in it. It's basically a stream with the PlayStation controllers on the side. It streams straight from your PlayStation over Wi-Fi. When it works, I mean, it works pretty consistently and pretty good. You do have to be in near perfect conditions. And because of that, it's not the streaming that's the issue. It's Wi-Fi, the weakness of Wi-Fi that is the issue here. And so let me actually go to my tweet here. Here's the tweet that I posted earlier this week. I've been experimenting with the PlayStation Portal, and while it's a fantastic device, it demands near perfect conditions to function properly. Despite having excellent internet and top-tier mesh Wi-Fi coverage, the device struggles. Now, the device doesn't struggle. It gets choppy. The stream gets choppy because of Wi-Fi. Let me explain. If I'm in the same room as a TV streaming shows, it cuts out. A TV in another room also causes interference, and laptops have had the same effect. The problem isn't streaming, it's Wi-Fi interference. Phil Spencer is right. For an Xbox handheld to be a viable portable gaming device, it needs the ability to play games locally. When all those devices are off, so at night, if I shut off my TVs, close my laptop, no interference, even if my phone can be on, that's not the only device. This streaming device, flawless. There's very little lag. It feels good. It looks good. Screen size is fantastic. Love that they basically, can I go full screen here? Let me go full screen. I love that they basically took a PlayStation controller and split it in half. I think that absolutely works. I would love to see the same thing in an Xbox portable device. But let's go through Tony Polanco's article here on tomsguide.com. If an Xbox handheld ever releases, these are some features it needs to have because I think it's huge. I think there's weaknesses of the ROG Ally as well. So playing game locally is number one here. Agreed for all of the reasons that I just talked about. I'm going to go actually back to full camera here because this is the ROG Ally. The ROG Ally has the ability to play games locally. So you might ask yourself, well, wait a minute. Why not just let ROG Ally why not just let other companies create these devices and then go? Because where PlayStation is correct is its UI. It's built from the ground up for console gaming. The UI is there. You don't have to finagle anything. This is not plug and play. The ROG Ally is a Windows device that you've got to go through. You've got to mess with the amount of wattage. You've got to really fine tune it just like you would a PC for your gaming things. It does play games locally, though, and that is awesome. So I agree with this. You absolutely need to be able to play locally. He uses the examples just like the best smartphones and best tablets, but streaming on the cloud, it's just not there yet. We're just not there. There's too many variables when talking streaming, like Wi-Fi interference. It does need to be able to play games locally. Now, he goes on to talk about powerful performance, and I agree, it does need to have powerful performance. The ROG Ally, when this thing is tuned in, so for instance on Destiny 2, this is my brother's, this is not mine, but we've been experimenting together. Destiny 2, he's got it dialed in, fantastic, amazing, looks really, really good. It's powerful enough to play it at a pretty decent frame rate, looks really good. Agreed, it definitely needs to have that as well. Why I would get an Xbox handheld over the ROG Ally is for reasons I talked about earlier. It should be plug and play, like this bad boy is plug and play, and this bad boy is plug and play. It just should be an Xbox UI that you just scroll through and play your games, 100%, just similar to the Nintendo Switch, for instance. So, modern form factor. Now, this is going to come down to preference, but the ROG Ally, pretty decent form factor, feels pretty good. It's more similar to the Nintendo Switch. It still does not hold a candle to this bad boy right here. This is the PlayStation Portal, and it's just a PlayStation controller essentially split in two with a screen in the middle, and I think that is superior. What I would like to see Xbox, I love the Xbox controller, it's uniquely Xbox, do what PlayStation did here with the Xbox Handheld. I do not want, you can see on screen here is a picture of the Steam Deck. You can, again, the ROG Ally. I don't want that form. I don't like it. My hands get tired. Even on the Nintendo Switch, the best add-ons to the Nintendo Switch hardware are the add-ons for your controllers. Like you stick your, they're basically controller add-ons that like make the grips better for your hands because it's awkward. Modern day gaming controllers feel the best. They've been fine-tuned. Bring me that on a portable device. Granted, again, a lot of this is preference, but that's my personal preference. Having played the Nintendo Switch, having played with the ROG Ally, and having played with the PlayStation Portal, the PlayStation Portal has the best form factor, bar none. It's just a controller, essentially. 7-inch display, absolutely. I think that's the minimum. Of course, the PlayStation Portal has a bigger display, and I think it's better. I think it looks nicer than the ROG Ally, but 7 inches is fine. I would like to see 7 inches should be the minimum, and then you can go up from there for sure. Overall, though, let's recap that. So 7-inch display, modern form factor, powerful performance, absolutely. Playing games locally, that is, and obviously he then mentions you need an Xbox dashboard. Yeah, you absolutely do. Those are the 5 things Tony Polanco wants to see in the Xbox handheld. I agree with those, obviously. Now, obviously, this is a wish list, but if you could combine the ROG Ally, and let me go full camera again. If you could combine the ROG Ally with the PlayStation Portal, if this could download games locally and maintain this form factor and maintain the PlayStation UI, this thing would dominate. That's what I want to see in an Xbox handheld. That's what I want to see in the new Xbox handheld console that we know is coming. It's inevitable. I would love to know, did I miss anything, though? Let me know. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're covering videos like this all the time. Are you excited for a handheld? Let me tell you why I'm excited for a handheld. Because I still have my console. I've got a great console set up. I'm on the best television that you could get with the Series X. All the green check marks when you go to the video settings, they're all checked off because I've got it dialed in. Having said that, the ability to play wherever I want, just in my house even. I'm not traveling. I work from home. I don't travel a lot necessarily. But to have that ability to lay on the couch, to lay in bed and play, to sit at the kitchen table, to, game anywhere, to just pick up and play, continue from my console would be huge. And I would love it. And I think I would increase my gaming time infinitely. Infinitely. That's right. Infinitely. There's no time. The infinite loop. Anyways, that's why I want a portable console. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we don't need one. Maybe it's all fool's gold. Maybe this is just a fad that will die. I don't think it is. Nintendo Switch has shown us that it's not. But let me know in the comments below, where am I right, where am I wrong? Hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, share it with your friends if you like it. We do videos like this all the time, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.